Hey there, Player 1 and Player 2. It's Mike the Gaming Animator, and today I wanted to go ahead and do the final unboxing of my product. And I'm going to lie to you today, it's going to probably not be one of the best, but I've already set everything up and I kind of just want to enjoy myself. So, my final piece that I purchased was the Samsung 4K Blu-ray player, model number K8500. I do believe this was one of the first 4K Blu-ray players that came out. I'm finally able to enjoy true native 4K content when I'm watching my films. So it does come in this box here, but as you can see, like I said, I've already set it up, so don't really have anything for that. But I can definitely tell you that it does have two HDMI outputs. One is HDMI to the TV, and the other one's meant for your sound bar. It does also have a audio receiver. And there's also a fiber optic port. The reason they have two HDMI outs is in case your receiver or soundbar is not able to transcode HDR signal, you don't have to worry about that then. Just send one to the TV directly, the other one to your receiver. Me personally, I use the HDMI, I forgot what they call it, HDMI link, I think is what it was. Basically, I'm able to send everything to my television, and then I use a second HDMI port on my TV to send HDMI audio out from another HDMI port on my television. So there's that. But this right here is what I really want to show you guys. So this right here is Blade Runner Final Cut. If you want to know what 4K looks like, this right here is the movie to go ahead and purchase as your first experience. I did try 3 other films to verify to see what would probably be the best, and this was the thing that really stood out the most to me. I originally tried The Martian on 4K, which was phenomenal. The extended edition, by the way. I also tried to use, I believe it was Goodfellas, which was atrocious, a terrible rendition of the movie. I was so disappointed with it. And then the next one was, and I can't recall, oh, Guardians, which that was fantastic. That looked really good. But my main thing was I wanted to know what can 4K truly deliver, you know, on a cinematic level. And I'm not saying that Guardians doesn't have that, but that's a newer film, uses newer technology. Of course it's gonna look good. Blade Runner has always been something I've never seen. I've always had it's been highly regarded as far as within the Blu-ray community as far as being one of the best looking films. So it came out on 4K, checked it out, and let me tell you, this movie's 35 years old. Phenomenal. This is absolutely phenomenal. If you want to know what 4K looks like, this is the picture that I would recommend. If you're not a fan of film grain, then you may be a little upset about it. Stick to Guardians, but film grain to me makes a big importance as far as having texture on a movie that you're watching. It still gives you that experience that it is a movie, but film grain is not a majority something that you'll see in here. It's just every now and then you'll notice it, but this really shocked me for how good the picture was as far as some of the scenes. So let's go ahead and just open this up. It does have high dynamic range, which is the HDR in here, which helps it to be able to give it lighting and contrast that just pops out. Definitely in the opening sequence where there's a building with blue LED lights on there, phenomenal. That blew me away. But as I said, it does come with a digital copy. I've already removed that. You will notice that this is the 4K HDR disc. Then this is the 4K Blu-ray disc that's here. There's 2 DVD discs that are on the side, and you'll notice there are some numbers, 1, 2, and I believe the last one is 4. This was originally part of a package that was part of the Blu-ray 5-disc set, I believe. This movie has multiple edits and cuts. If you look at it, there's a theatrical version, there's a director's cut, there's the US broadcast version, I believe. And then there's the final cut, which if you're gonna watch any of them, this is the one to go with. I would highly recommend it. I believe the director was Ridley Scott, same person that's made the Alien franchise. So definitely this is the version that he says that he's content with after tweaking it as much as he can without destroying it like what George Lucas did with the Star Wars film. So as I said, first 4K Blu-ray experience, this is the one to buy it. Get it, own it, love it. This is going to be the best thing you've ever done with your life.